now for the next episode. Let's get it.
And I'm over here shopping now, sorry.
Because the BTS merch is always a thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised how many people I know that are ARMY don't have any merch. I mean, maybe they have some albums, but they don't buy a lot of stuff like I do. I mean, I understand, you know.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, even my cousin, she doesn't buy, oh, she's a fan, but she doesn't go out and buy the things that I do. Every time I go anywhere near K-Town, my friends are like, take her wallet because she's gonna buy the whole place. But I mean, yeah, I think it's great. I commend those that can have some resistance because I can learn from them. Because I'm also a person that would rather pay for an experience rather than, just having things around. But then again, all of last year and even now, I'm still like stuck in my home, stuck in my room. So I'm gonna deck it out, and so I can stare at BTS.
I have a lot of merch hanging in my closet that I can wear. I'm actually wearing the same sweatshirt that Junie wore.
Nice.
And I don't know if you can see the back. Can you see it?
Okay.
That's so cool.
Did you buy it from Weavers?
No, I got it at the concert.
Oh, nice.
The Love Yourself in Chicago. And it's so soft.
That's awesome. I was looking for that sweatshirt, to see if it was on sale, and it was already gone.
Oh, because
last
everybody
night.
had watched the concert.
I know.
That's why they did it. They're clever.
I know. I just thought it was too much that was the merch they dropped last night, was from those three concerts.
And you know what? We need to get smart to their timing, because this has happened every single time we've had Bang Bang Con. They drop the merch within 24 hours. So, yeah.
Yeah, I really do hope that it becomes like a new gig for each year around this time, that they'll just do replays of concerts and stuff. Because I think, I mean, of course, it's beneficial for ARMYs because they get to watch BTS, but I bet you like it would even capture some of the interest of other people as well, and so they can gain even more fans.
I one suggestion that I would like to make and put out in the universe, I wish they would reverse the order, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't always wake up when I need to wake up. So every time I wake up, I always miss the old stuff. So I wish they'd kind of change it up and go from most recent to the oldest. So go in reverse chronological order, so that I could enjoy the Begins or the Red Bullet. I've seen them, but I would like to see them again. But, so anyway, yeah.
I wish they would also just think about showing them again. Like, so, if they're showing them at 3 p.m. KST, show them at 3 a.m. KST. For those of us that are in other time zones, that would be helpful.
And for the Western outlets that were telling us on Twitter, get ready, and we're like, we've already watched it. The world does not revolve around Eastern Standard Time, but okay.
Right.
I thought that was so funny. I was like, what are y'all doing? Do you not research? Anyway.
It was my peak time this time around this year. So I was excited. I think it was Dee that had mentioned a group chat the other day, or I think she had mentioned in one of the podcasts actually, where she liked the guys to actually sing a song about girls or their hormones and stuff. And then I was like, well, their beginning concerts, that was the one.
Yeah.
That they're still young and they're singing about girls, and there's songs such as War of Hormones and Converse High and all that stuff. But yeah, I got my older niece to watch a little bit with me. Well, I mean, she's watching from her home, and we were messaging each other. She had asked me, "Why is the song called Converse High?" And I was like, yeah, just Junie talking about his ideal type, and the guys are just singing with him.
Yes, they like the shoes. Yes. Didn't they have the no, it was Puma. Okay, so they're on Fila. They used to have Puma. Didn't at one point, where did they have were they what am I trying to say here?
I
The
don't think that
spokespeople. No, not
I don't think
Converse.
they've been the spokespeople for Converse,
Okay.
Okay.
but they could be.
I know, right?
They should have been.
A
They
perfect
missed a
song.
golden opportunity, folks at Converse. Too late now.
It
Yeah.
seems like they're always adding new, things they're representing. So
Yes.
they've moved
Speaking,
on to beer.
oh, I know. I'm like, where can I get cloud beer? Do they sell it at
Korea.
H-Mart? Because I'd like to try it.
I think it was interesting. It started with P, who cannot drink.
Right. Well, he likes wine. No, he can drink, but it's certain things. Like he doesn't like coffee, and he doesn't like. I don't think he likes soju. I don't know, but he does like wine.
He does like his wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was ironic, like you said, Martina, that he was like the primary person in the first ad we saw. I was like, okay.
Yeah. They're growing up.
They are. Yeah. I don't drink, but their visuals lately in all of their commercials and sponsorships that they've been doing, whether it's Samsung or for beer and everything else, it's just their visuals are phenomenal.
Well, we should drink.
I feel like they should change the name of Lotte to, like the BTS home and food store, and just have one department store where they could sell all of this stuff, like the outdoor equipment, the outdoor chair and the cot. And has that sold out yet finally? Because
I'm pretty sure, yeah. That one surprised me too. I was thinking, is this like a version of Academy? Well, I don't know if other states have it, but Academy Sports and
Mhm.
Outdoor Store. But yeah,
Mhm.
they have a.
I really wanted the chair, but I thought, really, $150? No.
They're
Not
they're
for
getting their
one, maybe for a whole set. Like I was thinking, let's all go in together and then each of us will get like the chair. We'll break up the set. But yeah, no, that was just the one. I thought, eek.
oh my gosh, that cracks me up. I don't know if you've seen the bedding. It's the gray and it has the characters of BT21 on it. Well, I've always seen it advertised with two pillows, right? It's for a smaller size bed that's just kind of almost just for a
A full?
single child. I think it was full, yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I saw in the ads that there's two pillowcases,
Okay.
I thought there were two pillowcases. I bought it and there's one.
Oh,
Oh,
And
dear.
so
naughty.
So it's really for a twin size bed or something.
Yeah.
yeah. But I thought it was funny when you said not not for one for that price, but I was like, if I would have known it was one pillowcase, I mean, but I still kept it though, because it's cute.
I love their behind the scenes part of the mattress commercial. That was really funny.
Yes.
It does crack me up how they're sleeping in like nice white shirts, like
Uh-huh.
button down shirts kind of looking. And I was like, okay. Shouldn't they be in pajamas or like a t-shirt or
Don't you
something?
watch K-dramas? They sleep in their clothes.
They do. And makeup.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's supposed to resemble like a hardworking day and then they come and just
Nap.
go right straight to bed or something. Yeah. But I was like, you look too good.
Yes.
That was probably the perfect commercial for them as far as just being able to relax.
Right. Especially for Yoongi.
I know.
Yoongi was in heaven, like, oh yes, finally something that I personally endorse 100%.
I agree. He's probably like, this is the flawless job ever.
I'm sure they all got new mattresses, so that worked out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What other commercials have they done lately? I guess that's it,
I
right?
think that's it. Yeah.
Most recent being the beer commercial.
Yes.
Didn't they release an old Body Friend commercial recently? Like it
Yeah.
was filmed last year, but they
Right. Body
released another
Friends
one.
is
Yeah.
is releasing these nuggets, even though BTS, I guess their contract or whatever is up.
Hmm.
They know Army.
Well, they need to renew that contract because every time we see body friend, we think boyfriend.
Boyfriends, yes.
I know, it's so funny. It happens every time.
I bet you they did that. That was a wonderful little play on words. They knew what they were doing.
So do we want to talk about the comeback that's supposedly happening next month?
I can't wait, but I've never been so in the dark before. Like, I really feel like I have no clue what the concept could even be. Is it the beginning of a new series? Is it an extension of B? I don't know.
Do they generally do that for a Japanese album though? Because I feel like a lot for the Japanese album, it's kind of like just one concept, and then, but like for the Korean versions, I can see a series of stuff. But I
Hmm.
wasn't sure about the Japanese ones, but
Yeah,
either
that's
way,
true.
out there for it. But yeah, I did love the two different versions of photos that we've seen. One where they're dressed really nice in white clothing, and then the other one where it looks like, is that an RV or something? It almost kind of gave me like an in the suit vibe, but back in the days.
Yeah,
So yeah.
like the Bon Voyage.
Hmm.
Yeah, I really love the casual look in version B. That was cool in front of the trailer.
Hmm.
It was very nice.
I love it. Anything they do, we'll love. But
Exactly.
but yes, yeah.
I've noticed that the BTS The Best Japanese albums and all those editions are available on Barnes and Noble, but I haven't seen them anywhere else yet as far as the US goes. And I didn't do a group order this time like I did last time. So I was just going to wait till they showed up at Target. But when I was at Target today, I was looking around and they didn't have any K-pop or BTS. And I'm wondering if Target is going to stop selling all that because they didn't stock, the last version of B.
Really?
No, they didn't. You could only get it
Online.
online. Yeah, you couldn't
Okay.
get it in the stores. So I'm kind of worried that they're like getting out of the
Mhm.
Korean music business or something. It's
Oh,
very
that would
odd.
make me very sad because
Yeah.
if anything, they should be embracing it because it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, because I was kind of hoping I could get the BTS The Best as part of one of those
Hmm.
buy two get one free promotion times, but maybe not.
Are they like? Do you mean stop selling them at the store completely, or do you mean like stop selling it online as well?
Just in the store, it seemed like the CD area at my Target has shrunk even more. So it really had very few options, and
Oh.
there was no K-pop or BTS. But last time I was there before today, I did see TXT's Japanese album there. So I don't know. Who
Yeah,
knows?
'cause,
We'll have to see how it goes.
like if they stop selling it completely, like even for their stores and online, then I can see that not being the greatest move. But then again, I mean, I'm not their financial person, so I don't know how much, they're I understand businesses, it has to always be about profit at the same time, but if they just or if they move everything to online, then I can see that being more beneficial for them, because maybe one Target location might not be selling as much K-pop stuff as another store location. Because I can guarantee you the Target near K towns, their their Korean section of Target will be wiped out, versus a Target store that's not in K town, then yeah, they might not be selling as much of the Korean CDs. So, but
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with Target. I don't
Mhm.
know.
But that is interesting.
Hmm.
Thank you for sharing the link to Barnes and
Yeah.
Noble. So yeah, Barnes and Nobles really caught me off guard. It wasn't until Susan had introduced us to like a lot of links to BTS stuff, and I was like, I didn't know Barnes and Nobles had BTS stuff. So
Yeah, my Barnes and Nobles have a pretty decent BTS section and
that's good.
BT21 section. Yeah.
I like it.
That's amazing because the Barnes and Noble that I go to, I can never find anything in there,
Aw.
which is weird.
Yeah, every now and then I'll see a BTS magazine or something, but nothing too extreme. But then when I go to the website links, then I see a bunch of stuff on there, and I thought, oh, I'll just order.
I think Melissa shared a link to a Rolling Stone issue, but I didn't buy
Mhm.
it.
Martina too, right?
Yeah.
I actually bought one.
Yeah,
Do we know what it looks like or no?
it didn't have an image, which was interesting.
Okay.
Well, I like surprises. Surprise me. And I love everything BTS. So
Oh yeah, there's not a bad picture of them.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how these magazines work, but the Rolling Stone India version of the BTS that was really good. Yeah, because I at first I was gonna bypass it, and but then I saw everything else that everyone was talking about it, and how the articles were actually well written. I thought, okay, I have to invest in it. And then when I saw Rolling Stones this time around, I thought, hopefully they won't disappoint me. And I went ahead and just bought it using the coupon code
Well, good
Martina
for
said.
you.
But we'll see how it turns out though.
we'll see.
Hmm.
So I think this week we get the ping pong episodes
Oh, I can't wait.
of Run, right?
Hmm. The pictures they took looked adorable.
Hmm. Like I was wondering where the pictures came from, and I thought, did I sleep past a week and not realize what had happened? And then I was like, no, I'm still in the time, same week.
I
That's the
had the
problem
same
with night
reaction too. I was like, wait, did I miss a Run episode?
shift.
That's-
I'm actually offended though that they're showing it over there before I get to see it here.
Oh,
I think they should show it first on Reverse, and
right.
then they show it on
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
nice.
when TV didn't want them. But I wasn't there at the time. We wanted them.
Right.
So now TV should be the one to do the waiting, not us.
so is that what happened? That they showed that episode in Korea first?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
Oh,
was I was
Yeah.
wondering where the images and clips were coming from.
yeah.
The Olympic guy that played with them,
Hmm.
he posted on his Facebook page and on his
Yes.
social media.
I
He
did
was
see
so
those
excited.
pictures. Yeah, yeah, I did see those pictures. So I thought that's how the ping pong stuff got released. But yeah, I had no idea that they had actually released
That's what
the
I,
actual episode.
I hope
Hmm.
I'm not wrong.
You know, I would love for them. Okay, so when the season is over in the Premier League, I would love for BTS to do a soccer episode with Son Heung-min. I think that would be awesome.
That
I
would be
would love to
awesome.
see them, play a little soccer. That would be great.
Just do the whole sports thing. They had the e-games. They had
Hmm.
tennis, no ping pong,
Yes.
soccer, football, whatever else it was
Hmm.
going there. We watch it anyway.
Oh, we would totally
Absolutely.
watch it.
Yeah.
Basketball, we get to see Yoongi in action.
Yes.
It'd be cool
You
if they played baseball too.
Mhm.
Right?
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be really cool.
Because the first baseman for the Tampa Bay Rays is Korean, and he has given his shout outs to BTS. As a matter of fact, his walk-up music, what is his walk-up song? Is it Fire?
I can't remember, but I know
It might be
he's
Fire.
had, yeah, I know he's had BTS songs before. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I was just thinking about that too when you mentioned soccer, that baseball should also be involved because there's Korean baseball players
Oh
out there,
yeah.
yeah, that
I
advocate about
watched
BTS.
I
Hmm.
actually watched Korean baseball because we didn't have, when our sports were all dark because of the pandemic, they were actually televising the Korean League on ESPN, and I watched it. And it was really
Interesting.
good. Like, they're awesome.
I bet they are, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't know if other K-pop groups do these things, but I just love how well-rounded BTS is, whether it's in athletics, sports, or anything. Um,
Trivia.
yes, trivia. I don't know if the word academics is the right word or not because I associate that more with schooling and stuff. But I mean, it's all academia stuff. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just love how well-rounded they are. But yeah, the
Hmm.
last run episode, it was so fun to actually try and make sense of the words that they were trying to figure out and the titles of songs and all that stuff. And then, oh my gosh, them calling their moms and stuff, it was so adorable.
That was so adorable, especially when JK's mom spoke to Jimin and said, "I love you."
Yeah.
I was like,
It
"Oh."
was so cute.
And Jimmy was so proud. He was like, ah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that question. I got an I love you from JK's mom.
I just every time something like that comes up, you just get the sense that the BTS parents are, they're like everybody's parents. When you hear stories about how when Tay was still a trainee, and his parents would bring up banana milk and bread for all the boys, and so little things like that. I just love that it's almost like they're just one big giant extended family.
I love it. Yeah.
And I also love that their privacy is preserved. We don't see photos of the parents, and I like that because it's one thing for BTS to be in the spotlight, and they're always photographed and everything. I love the idea that the parents are to a certain degree insulated from that, because let them have some privacy. Otherwise, can you imagine? Nobody would ever leave them alone.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. And not just the parents too, but also the siblings. It's
Yes.
yeah, the siblings can have their own social medias and stuff, and that's up to them, but
By choice. Yeah.
exactly, yeah. But it's not like they go advertising out there, like who they're associated with and stuff, and then it
Yeah.
ends up causing a stir because then again, yeah, your privacy, it's you're never gonna have that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really respect that with how they have everything over there because I'm sure the guys miss their parents enough already, but to put that pressure on them,
Hmm.
because that they're idols, I can't imagine how difficult that must be for them to have to feel that they put that on their parents.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you really love BTS, give them that privacy that they deserve.
Hmm.
I love how their parents are so supportive. And they're not like they're not stage parents, quote
Yeah.
unquote, either. You can tell that they were like, well, if you want to do this, do this. But if it doesn't work out, there's other options. So I always
Hmm.
thought that was impressive.
I love that. Yeah, and actually, I just watched a clip this morning about another K-pop idol, Jessie. I
Hmm.
believe BTS had done a commercial with her before. Oh my gosh, she's something else. She's
Hilarious.
something
I love
something
Jessie.
else in a good way. I really love her personality and how outspoken she is. And she has mentioned about JK before, which I think is super adorable. But anyways, the clip that I saw was, and I don't know what kind of show it was, but she was in a wedding dress and her parents her parents were there. And oh my gosh, the expression that her dad had is just, it's so genuine and sincere. And her mom too, but her mom I guess her personality and her mom's personality are kind of similar. But the dad, he's just like, oh my gosh, my daughter's in a wedding dress. And
It
it's
was
like
so cute.
really cute. Yeah, everyone's crying because you know being married, and then she's crying because she doesn't want to get married. and then and then she starts to talk, and her mom goes, "Don't talk. It doesn't it doesn't fit your suit."
That was so funny. She's like, no, that's ruining the image. Stop talking.
But it's so funny, but that's the kind of relationship that they have with their parents. It's not, it's almost kind of like a best friend, not just a parent. And I just love that. I don't know if that's just how their Korean culture is, but yeah, I don't know. I love that and respect that within BTS a lot. And we see it all the time too, just like in the suit when V's mom made all those what was it? Was it sandwiches or something, for everyone to eat? She's like, "Oh, these
Yeah,
are for my sons."
Yeah,
But
didn't she
yeah,
make
was it
gimbap,
gimbap?
gimbap
Okay.
and sandwiches? I think she made both.
Yeah, I love that.
I keep waiting for more in the soup or bon voyage. I feel like that's what I want more than anything right now, even more than new music. It's like I want some more bon voyage or in the soup to tide me over. Anyway,
Aw.
that's where I'm at.
Hopefully we can get another into soup. I know the guys have been super busy with something. I don't know what it is, but they're doing something that they're busy with. But yeah, I hope they can fit in another into soup. That would be amazing.
I think the
Well,
summer would be the perfect time for them to do that, since there's not going to be any sort of tour schedule.
Mhm.
I hope they kind of let them have another month to just unplug while we
Mhm.
watch them.
I agree. Yes.
yeah, it's
'Cause-
kind of amazing because In the Soup was only like 5 days. It
Mhm.
wasn't that long that they filmed. It was only like a week total, but then they went back to Seoul. So
Mhm.
yeah, it doesn't take them very long to do these things that we enjoy forever.
Yes,
We got
they
a
and
lot
they
from,
deserve that small break. Mhm.
we got a lot from those 5 days.
Mhm.
But they only need to get 5 days.
And it's so funny too, like what we saw in the suit. I feel like that's kind of like their long-term project because it went from ping pong to tennis. Well, they were talking about tennis, but they didn't do tennis on in the suit. But
They did badminton.
that's what it was. Yeah.
But wasn't Jimin hitting a tennis ball against the building?
Yes.
That's right. He
Yeah,
did.
I was worried he was going to break a window. I was
Oh, I
like, that's,
know. And
the
that looked like a
owners are
really
probably
nice
looking at it
place.
going, oh no, what is
They're going to have to
happening?
buy it.
They can have beat the punching bag,
Yes.
like
Toxic
they did every
BTS.
morning. Get different items and let's beat it.
Yeah. Although, I would want them to maybe go somewhere else that's remote, because I feel like people know about that place now. And I don't know that it would be as quiet and private anymore because it's
No.
on the map now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no, they need a new place. I'm
yeah,
hoping for some place with a beach, like on the ocean.
yeah. Maybe they
Because
could go to Jeju Island
Ooh.
Ooh,
and they could
nice.
just close it down for them.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. And I can totally see them doing something in Busan as well because Busan's also surrounded by the ocean.
Yes.
But yeah, I definitely agree because Yoongi and Sukjin they've mentioned before that well, I mean, not that they don't like traveling, but they feel like there's so much to appreciate within Korea itself, and they don't really get to go around in Korea. So I definitely think this is a great opportunity for them
Hmm.
to travel within their own country. So, but
Yeah.
Because when they are on tour, they travel a lot.
yeah,
So I think
yeah,
this
too.
government can just let me stay home. We have
Hmm.
a lot here to see. Let's show the people what we have.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of reminds me of JK's ending meant in Busan Magic Shop. When he was talking about how they tour, they go everywhere, but they had always wanted to do shows in Korea. So
Yeah,
hopefully this will be a vehicle for that. some in the
That would be
soup.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it had been so long since they had done a show in Korea, because they started the tour in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and then they didn't get back to Korea until June of 2019.
Yeah.
So it'd been
Wow.
like almost a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And that's what they were saying too. I don't know. I just have this thing for the magic shop. It's so magical, and it melts my heart every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially watching that VCR of JK and him going to his shoes from the very beginning of where it all
Oh,
started. Yeah, it tugs the heart, and all the Hyungs are feeling all proud and happy that, oh my gosh,
yeah.
he found his happiness. But yeah, I agree, because they were saying in the ending speech that they probably prepared a lot harder for that
Mm-hmm.
concert than they did for any other concert,
Yeah.
and
Which is
that's
saying a lot.
it does, yeah. And I mean, like, for me, being a fan in the US, I'm not even offended by that statement, because home
Mm-mm.
is home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is their home. So, that I think it's very special for them, and it makes me happy that it's special for them. But yeah, so now it's like one of my goals in life is to actually watch a concert of BTS in South Korea.
Right.
But I mean, I guess first,
Definitely.
yeah, I should get this one under my belt too. Watch a concert in the US. So, but someday, I'm not losing hope. That's my magic shot wish.
Add it
Yeah.
to the list.
2022.
Yeah.
Susan and I were talking earlier. We laughed at Susan when way back in 2020, she's like, "Oh, it'll be 2022," and we wanted to smack her. And well, here we are, and that's pretty much seems like that's gonna be it.
It's sad. I'm sad. I'm probably correct. So,
Yeah.
but that makes me really want to go to Asia or wherever they end up having their first concerts. I'm willing to go to Japan, South Korea,
I'll
wherever.
go anywhere just to see them
Mhm.
and be part of the purple ocean
That sounds amazing.
and wear waterproof mascara because there will not be a dry eye in the house. We are going to be a sobbing mess. When they first come out, once the goosebumps go away, we're just going to be like, oh my God, can you believe we're here? We're actually are here. And it'll be such a release for them and for us.
I
No, it's
agree.
going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you guys saw this article that was talking about the future of high tech concerts, online concerts, and there was one part of this article that talked about how that people in other countries would hear the artist in their own voice, their own
Oh,
language. And
yeah.
I was like, no, 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 no,
No,
no, no. I don't need JK
no.
to be singing in English or whatever.
Gross.
Like,
Because that's why we watch K dramas and read subtitles. It's
I
Exactly.
authentic.
know. I was so worried when I saw that. I was like, uh oh, they're going too far.
That's say what you will, but that's such a Western thing,
But don't they know that we are listening to English, but yesterday we are reading subtitles in English?
right?
I did that this morning. It's when he is speaking English, you don't need the subtitles.
Right. I mean, we love BTS for who they
Right.
are, and we appreciate them, and we've never wanted to make them fit our little Western molds, so that anybody is even remotely thinking that this should be that we would want this, not real army.
Are they going to
Mhm.
dub the voices?
Yeah,
Or
they were saying that each artist would sing the song in all sorts of languages. And so then wherever you were on the planet, you would hear that language. And I'm thinking for the United States, that's particularly problematic because you have people from all backgrounds here. So just say, just saying everybody here gets English, what about Koreans that are here or whatever,
why do you think we
it's
are
just a
learning?
mess.
you know I want to hear Kim Seok-jin singing in Korean and not Joe Schmo singing as Kim Seok-jin.
Oh no, they would said that the artist would basically perform in all the different languages.
No.
And then you would get whatever zip code or whatever area you're in, you would get that language. I was like, oh great. I thought that's so anyway.
Okay.
No, I like them to stick to their originality. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person to impose any sort of change on anyone. I'd rather people to be themselves and, speaking a certain language is more comfortable to them, then so be it. I mean, we have other technological advances that can help us. But oh my gosh, that reminds me though, because I'm reading a book called Warcross by Marie Lu, and I love it so far. But it talks about these neural links where well, anyways, the main character, she ends up in Japan, and they're talking to her in Japanese, of course, because she's in Japan. But these Neuralink glasses are of some sort. It has subtitles underneath it, so she can read what they're saying to her. Now that I'm fine with, because she has a device that tells her what they're saying.
A
I can see,
translator.
yeah, I can see a benefit of traveling and trying to understand the full experiences and stuff. But for singers and artists, I want them to stick to their originality because we fell in love
Yes.
with their originality. That's how we became fans in the first place. But you start changing that about them, I don't see any benefit to that. Interesting concept, but I'll pass.
Hard pass. I
It's
want to hear them sing in their beautiful voices in Korean. And if I want to know the lyrics, I know exactly where I can go to find the lyrics to translate, but I will still sing in my own broken Korean what I think they're saying and love every minute of it.
I mean, we're so lucky because, when you look at the DVDs and stuff they put out, it's like English, Japanese, Chinese. That's it usually,
Mhm.
and I think of people in other countries, then their poor translators have to probably take the English and then translate it to Italian or
Mhm.
Russian or whatever. I keep thinking we're so lucky because we only usually have to do one iteration at least, or
Mhm.
we get the subtitles automatically, except for the Japanese stuff. So I think we're really lucky in that
Yeah.
respect.
I think so too. Yeah, and I'm always appreciative of the translators.
They work so hard to give us real-time translations, and that's not easy because
Yeah,
they have to multitask because they're trying to appreciate the content as well and
especially.
trying to translate and get it up for us.
Hmm.
Yeah, and when people beat them up, I'm just like, oh please.
I don't get that. I really don't get that.
I know.
It's
It's like
so
they're doing this out of the kindness of their heart.
yes, for
They're
free.
doing it for free, and it's a
Mhm.
stressful thing if they're trying to do real time live
Yeah.
stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, yeah, and especially with Junie, he's very philosophical in the first place. So I
Right.
can't imagine the difficulty of trying to translate what he's saying.
And
So,
some things you can't, some things don't have a translation, yeah.
yeah. No, I get that in my language a lot too, because well, it's really funny because I feel like my brain is working 10 times harder than it really has to, but that's just how my brain has to function. But if I'm watching a K-drama with my mom, I'm reading the subtitles in English, and then I'm like trying to translate it, and then I interpret it to her in Lao, and
Oh,
then I have to pause it and be like, hang on, can't quite translate this,
yeah.
and then I try to work around it.
That
So, but
sounds so hard. Oh my gosh.
I enjoy it though. As long as I can enjoy time with her, I enjoy it. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, we like K dramas too.
Speaking of K-dramas, I am enjoying the heck out of Vincenzo. Is anybody watching Vincenzo? You
I
need
haven't
to
watched
watch it.
it.
Okay, the corn salad is a reference to Vincenzo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my
On,
gosh. Okay.
okay, so I know that BTS is watching Vincenzo. I just know it. Actually, in the very first episode, when he is arriving in Seoul from Milan, his taxi driver was talking about the influence of oh, who is the director of Parasite? The director of Parasite and BTS. So there was that, pop culture reference, BTS reference, episode 1. Anyway, but yeah, y'all need to watch it. It's really good.
Okay. I keep seeing that's like the first thing that pops up every time I log into Netflix. So I put it onto my to watch list, but I haven't watched it yet. So
It's excellent.
now I'm motivated to watch it.
Mhm.
Like there's so much I want to do. I want to read.
I know, not enough hours.
I love it though. I'd rather have too many things to do than not enough.
Are you guys studying Korean right now?
Trying to.
Yeah.
I am on my own. I tried the Bangtan Academy and it was too much for me to navigate through. It was too overwhelming. So I just do my own independent study. I do learn Korean in Korean. I just love him. And I love that he only speaks in Korean. And it's such a feeling of accomplishment when you can understand him as he's going through the lessons. And you're like, oh, there's a little something I know. I am making progress. Or actually, I'm starting to pull out phrases from the K-dramas. Like I totally understood what they said. I didn't even need to read the subs.
That's
So-
awesome. Congratulations.
Whereas it took June 10 years, it'll probably take me, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 maybe. But, slow and steady wins the race.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I love it. Yeah, I try to keep up, but I'm more of a person that I do better when I'm studying on my own. And so I have a Bunton Academy to help me, I guess, stay on track, but like studying wise to actually understand the information in full, I go out and do my own studying. But yeah, no, actually with this recent rand episode, I forgot what the question was, but the guys had threw out the word snowman, and the word for snow was noon, I believe. Sorry, I'm pronouncing this incorrectly. Please don't judge me. But I can see their writing in my head right now. But then I think it was JK. He said snowman, and so he called it noon salam. And we know the word salam
Saram.
for people. Yeah, it's for people. So they don't actually say snowman. It's almost like snow people. So I know it's just funny. It's fun to catch on to those things, and as you're trying to learn Korean at the same time. So I think it's fun learning their language so far.
I think so too. I'm enjoying it.
Hmm.
Yes.
Very, very slowly, but I am enjoying it.
Slowly but surely, we'll get there.
Yeah, we will.
I'm just glad to know more than 안녕하세요.
My favorite word lately I got from Tay's dad. So remember when they were on U Quiz on the block and the Junie and Tay segment that they did, and Tay was talking about how in one phone call with his dad he had started to cry and it was just very hard for him and he was considering just quitting. And his dad was like, hey, go ahead and you can come home and we'll explore another option. And then it kind of made him feel bad. And then they were talking about the expression that Tay's dad uses, kumashirago, which means it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Like, don't sweat it. I'm like, oh, I like that phrase. So yeah, that's my new little, and it's Saturi from, I forget which province, but anyway,
Aw,
cute
I
little
love that.
phrase.
Mhm. Isn't V and Yankee from the same province?
Daegu,
Something
Yeah.
big.
from
Yeah.
Daegu. But Tay grew up in somewhere else. So he was born in Daegu,
Okay.
but he grew up somewhere else. It starts with a G.
Okay. Gotcha.
when they filmed Dynamite at the airport is when we learned that Daegu was supposed to be the spot, I think, for the muster
Yes.
or something else. I think it was for the muster. And I was thinking, oh, I hope they can play there again.
I know. I want them to have their moment.
Was that the spot that was missing, or was that the one that you were talking about?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the one
okay.
that was missing, but we could see it behind them
When they were
when they were
performing at the
inside
airport.
the airport. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, oh, that's where they were supposed to be. Supposed to be in Daegu.
Gochan. That's
Ah,
where he grew up.
Okay.
is that where his grandparents lived?
I think so.
Mm.
The word Satori, is that just any form of dialect in South Korea, or
Yes.
I didn't know that was like
It's my
particular to
understanding, but
one
there are different
different.
saturis
Okay,
depending
gotcha.
on,
Okay.
because like in the Run episode, I think one of the questions was they either had to answer or translate or say it in Saturi, but it was, so some of them knew depending on where it came from.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, and I think V rocked that one, didn't he? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
so.
remember. Yeah, I remember Jin for sure. He's like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, because he grew up around, in the greater
Coastal.
Seoul area, so.
Mhm.
Junie was doing really well, even though he's from Ilsan, right?
Ilsan, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Genius. Although the captions cracked me up in that Ren episode. Because I guess Junie was throwing out answers at one point that were incorrect, and then they said
Uh-huh.
the master of incorrect responses or something.
Yes.
But I thought it was super cute, though. I mean, at least he's throwing out responses.
I love the Run editors' commentary. Sometimes it's too much.
They take care of Army.
I like the way they just confirm the way we understand them. It just makes you go, okay, I understand them correctly. Like, why sometimes when they do something off the wall, I love how the Run editors basically just confirm that we are seeing that correctly.
I totally agree. I love it. So they're really editing from a perspective of Army, because there was this one episode where Jin was just like stuffing his mouth with food like he always does, and then the caption said, Jin, you look like an alpaca. And I was,
yeah.
oh my gosh, that is so true, the cutest alpaca ever.
It'd be really cute if Weaver's magazine would interview the Run editors. Like if it's just a few people, like if it's just two people, or if it's a whole team of people. I don't have a sense of that, but it'd be really cool to know how many people are officially editing things, and I don't know, they might have a humorous perspective.
Well, they do, because I almost feel like they're giving us the side commentary, but they're giving the side commentary that we would give, if we could understand what they were saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, they should interview the editors. They should interview the bodyguards. They should interview the stylist Nunes.
The stylist Nunes at the concerts.
I want to hear.
Have you ever gotten flustered in the middle of a concert while prepping them?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, some of the clips that I've seen where the guys are just like staring head on into their eyes, it's like, we can't do this, buddy.
Yeah, they're dabbing the sweat off of them.
Like,
like
how do you keep a straight face? or the camera people at the award shows. Like, remember when Jimin catches the eye of the camera person, and the camera person has to clearly flustered because the jerky movement, like, oh crap, he's looking at me. I don't know how the camera didn't fall to the floor.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Watching the concert when they were sweating, and I was thinking it's a pity They didn't think about bottling the sweat at that time. They could have sold that for big money now.
They could.
Good.
They could sell all sorts of things. Hair. I mean, but then somebody would try to create,
Clone.
yeah, a
Let's
clone.
extract the DNA from the
Yeah.
hair sample. Oh, that'd be dangerous.
Like Jurassic Park.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That first concert, they were sweating a lot.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're going to look forward to whatever surprises drop this week. We
Yeah, you
can't
never know.
wait. Stay tuned.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Bonton and Borahae. You can find us on Twitter at Borahae Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook at Bonton and Borahae, and our email is bontonandborahae@gmail.com.
Until next time, this is Crystal.
D.
Melissa.
J.
Susan.
Tina.
Borahae.
Hey.